Hello, Zenev, back with another video, and I have so much to talk about. So I think next video is going to be about, this one's going to be about Islam, next one is going to be about Satanism, and third one's I think is going to be a general rant about the Bible and Quran and stuff. So yeah, find a new one about Islam. So if you look at world history, you'll see that Christianity generally had its time in the spotlight, being the most hated religion on earth, you know, the Crusades, the Dark Ages, destruction of Rome, so many things. And now it's kind of turned around to Islam. Now, the term Islamophobia is thrown around a lot, and I'd like to come out and give my opinion on it. I'm Islamophobic, and I'm very, very proud of that. Why? Well, because it says in Islam, a woman is half a man, half the worth of a man. Women should be subservient to men. It says that gays and transsexuals should be murdered. It says that if an Islamic person could not marry someone who is not Islamic unless they convert. It says that you should attack people who are not Islamic. That's why I'm Islamophobic, because it does not promote human rights, just like Christianity does. As I said, all religions are equally bullshit, just not all religions are equally dangerous. But it's very easy to criticize extremist Islam. Murdering, raping, destroying. It's very easy to say that's a terrible thing. But I want to talk about this form of Islam that is more close to home, which is sort of Islam of the Western world. More specifically about its treatment towards women. Now, my sister has a friend who is in an Islamic family. She's nice, she goes to school, she's all these things. And she wears I'm going to butcher this, the hijab, I'm sorry, I've clearly fucked this up, but the point is, she wears this, and I asked my sister why her friend wears this. She said, well, because she wants to, it's part of her religion. I asked, well, what if she didn't want to wear it? Would her parents force her to wear it? My sister said, no, but they would most likely very strongly try and encourage her and get her to wear it. They wouldn't kick her out of the house, but they would probably make her sent her to counseling or something. They would very aggressively try and get her to wear this. And that's my problem, because I'll just say straight about the whole Islamic woman covering themselves up. I have no problem with it. Well, I have no problem with the actual act of it. I think it's sort of like say with sex and virginity, I personally have no problem with losing my virginity. The only fact, I sex people constantly, the only reason I haven't lost my virginity is because the only friends and sexual partners I can really find are online. Yeah, I'm an antisocial fucking loser. So, I personally have no problem with having sex. There's no problem with sexuality and exploring it and being vocal about it. Yeah, that's my thing. But other people find it more special. They want think their virginity is more important. It's not they can't say that overall having your virginity makes you more pure or better, because that's saying something as full on as absolute, and for that you need factual evidence. But if you personally believe that your virginity is important and you want to lose it at a specific moment, it's your own thing. It's your virginity. Do what you want with it. Same with this. Some people, I personally want to show off my body. I'm fine with walking around the street and bare-chested. Some people, they want to cover up. They want to feel their body is more special and more important, more sacred, and they want to only show it to people who deserve it. And that's fine. That's perfectly fine. It's your own opinion. Where my problem comes in is where it's forced upon women. Women have to wear this. Everyone can argue, yes, I'm choosing to wear this, I'm choosing to wear that. But it's still stated in the Quran, in your holy book, that women should and have to do this. And that is bullshit. Women should never have to do this. Mind you, to be fair, the city I live in New Zealand, is not the best place in the world. It's kind of fucking shitty. But still, it's a Western culture, and it's fucking New Zealand. There's no, crazy... The point is, New Zealand is not a very... Well, it's not as bad... It's still fucking problems. It's just not as bad as some other parts of the Western world. And so, for this to still happen here, it's just frustrating to me. I mean, because there are still stupid fucking Islamic people around. I was watching this video by Jacqueline Glenn, and she was videotaping this one big Islamic debate, And there's one guy saying, when you learn Islam, when you learn the Quran, when you know the Quran, come back and talk to me. As the guy saying this guy was saying it to this. So this guy, he said, come talk to me when you know the Quran. To someone who was reading from the Quran. Just. So yeah. The reason this is obviously going to arise with Islam or Christianity is problems going to arise because they were formed at a time when society was very underdeveloped. There were sexist, there were racist, there were classist, they had slavery, they had war, torture, destruction. Not that we don't have war now, but it's a more prevalent thing. Everyday person is going to see knights and warriors running through their village. And so obviously their moralities are warped, they're going to be different to us. Of course, I always state that if, say, especially this is works better with Christianity, since Christianity had a reform, the New Testament, why cannot have a reform again? Why can it not change its views? Of course, there's a word with Islam, because Islam has never had a reform and still believes the words of the Quran are the true words of life. God fucking damn it. So, I think what I'm trying to attain with this whole speech is that it's very easy to talk about the problems of extremist Islam, but Islam, by definition, I believe it's bullshit. Believing a magical guy in the sky, believing an illiterate warlord thousands of years ago somehow wrote a huge work of literature and then proceeded to go to heaven on a flying horse. So yeah, personally, I think the term, as I said in the start of the video, Islamophobia is thrown around a lot. And I said, I'm proud to be Islamophobic. I oppose the extremist ideas of Islam. I oppose Islam at base because it's a religion. I believe religion is opposes progression. Most religions. If not all religions. Yeah, all religions. But the problem is Islam is extremely dangerous because, well, what's fucking in it? I just remember watching Thunderfoot. I don't know if I mentioned him in his videos yet, but he was making a video, and he had this. He was a YouTuber, by the way. Had a video, had a clip in it of this huge, like, audience, this enormous audience, something like over 100 people or something. And this guy was saying this: even if it's stoning someone for adultery, if these words are in the Quran, they're the absolute best punishment that could ever possibly happen. Raise your hand if you agree, and everyone raised their hand. Stoning someone for adultery. I don't know if the Christian definition of that is cheating on someone, so yes, bad, but not worded by death. I'm trying a lot, just... it's a tough world fighting religion. I sound like some stoic fucking hero, my god. So yeah, that's the basic summary for this is... Don't be afraid. If you call it Islamophobic, yes, you are Islamophobic. If you're opposing Islam, you're opposing the whole doctrines of Islam. Understand that the whole doctrines of Islam can still exist in the Western world and oppress women and force them into things. Understand it's nowhere near as bad as women being murdered, and of course we need to focus our efforts onto that mainly. But if you have the opportunity, you should not be afraid to be vocal about the problems of Islam in the Western world. Don't make it your priority, because, again, people are worse off in the Middle East, but don't be afraid to be vocal about it. So yeah, see you next time.